How's everybody doing? Guessing I'm streaming. Today I'm going to teach the weight. Rest in peace, Robbie Robertson. Let's see. I just learned this intro. I was feeling about half past dead. I just need a place where I can lay my head. Well, hey mister, can you tell me where a man can find a bed? He just grinned and he shook my hand. He said no was all he said. Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Picked up my bag, I went looking for a place to hide. When I saw Carmen and the devil walking by the side, I said, hey Carmen, come on, and let's go downtown. She said, to go, my friend, but I should stick around. Well, take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, and you put the load right on me. How y'all doing today? Hey there in Instagram land. This is the first time I've done a live on Instagram. Hope you're all watching. And what is going on here? None. Oh, I'm not on chat. There it is. Hello, y'all. Hello. So, yes, I'm going to do a little tutorial on The Weight by the band, written by Robbie Robertson. Please comment in if there's any issues with audio, especially on Facebook and YouTube. Let me know if confirm that the audio is good. If it isn't, let me know. On Instagram, you're not getting the greatest audio quality because I can only multicast on these other two stations, on Facebook and YouTube. So Instagram, you're going straight from my phone, so you're not plugged into the good sound. Before I teach this song, I just wanted to quickly remind everybody that I am hoping to soon no longer be reliant on individual platforms for the income that I've been generating making all of these videos. So please consider becoming a patron on Patreon, patreon.com/Anthony Parker and the NLE. The link is pinned in Facebook for sure, and I put it in the description. I think you'll see it on YouTube. You should see it in the description. So please consider becoming a patron. You can get all sorts of cool tutorials. I do more in-depth tutorials on Patreon for guitar students, and ad-free versions of my videos, of my long-form videos. If you're on Instagram, you can also get all the same content they're getting on Patreon by becoming a subscriber to my special subscriber hub on Instagram. So that would be cool if you did that as well. All right. So anyway, let's go over the weight. As a lot of you know, Robbie Robertson passed away a couple days ago, and he was one of the last surviving. I think there's one more surviving member of the band. The band was Bob Dylan's backup band, and then they created their own band. They created their own really awesome band that had great tunes like The Weight and Up on Cripple Creek, which is one of my favorite songs of theirs. So Robbie Robertson is one of the primary songwriters for the song The Weight, which I think is probably one of his most iconic songs ever. And ironically, looking for this one online, There's not a lot of tutorials for it on YouTube, and not a lot of super accurate ones, but I think a lot of them are based on various different performances. I guess he performed this a lot in different venues. So, so let's go over the intro. Let's see. So again, I just learned this morning. Sorry. So there's the little intro. So what we're starting on is basically an A chord, but played up here at the ninth fret as this little like a triad kind of. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, you're not even getting this note, so it's just a triad. So you're getting this little triad, but you could think of it kind of as a minor bar chord, A minor 7 bar chord, up here at the ninth fret. So you're barring the ninth fret, and then your third finger goes on you're just bar from the fourth string down on the ninth fret, and then your third finger goes in the 11th fret of the fourth string, and your middle finger goes in the 10th fret of the second string. This is sort of your home position right here. This is I think the way to have. This is I think the best way to play this riff. It's the easiest way to play this riff, is to have this as your home position. Another way, also, you can also see this as a pentatonic scale. That is that I call that form 4 in my pentatonic scale. In my pentatonic scale system that's in my guitar instruction book, available for download on my website. So you're using all of those notes. So there's this little chord shape. Hey y'all in Instagram land, how y'all doing? I'm teaching the weight in case you didn't notice. So you make this little shape, doot, 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 barring the ninth fret from the fourth string down. Middle finger goes in the 10th fret of the second string. Third finger goes on the 11th fret of the third string. You start with this shape. Keep the middle finger down. Take your third finger off and do a hammer-on from 9 to 11 on the fourth string. And you can hit the third string as well when you do that. So like that. And then you go, and then you hit. Then you hit the third string and second string where you're barring also, and then you're pressing still pressing the 10th fret with the middle finger. Okay, so there's the first little maneuver. And then you do a similar thing, except this time you're hammering on the third string, 9 to 11. Yeah? So there's the first little part. Wait. Actually, you know what? It kind of sounds to my ear more like he's going like that. So instead of like that, sorry, pardon me, it goes like that. So you hit just the second string on that note. So 9 to 11, praying both the fourth and third string at the ninth fret. And then playing the third and second string where you're barring the ninth fret and hitting the 10th fret of the second string. And then you're going to go. So playing both of those strings, the third and second string, you're going to hammer on to the 11th fret. And then just play the second string where you're pressing the 10th fret down with your middle finger. And then do that same thing again, except this time you hit both strings both times. Like that. And then you go to the fourth string again, hitting the fourth and third. Sorry, and then you go like that. Hammer on. A lot of people on Instagram are requesting to join in on the video. No, I'm not bringing anybody in on these videos. I've learned from my mistakes. You can get into trouble doing that when you bring in people you don't know. So there's that whole first part. I don't have tab for this intro, Tobias. Sorry, maybe I should have written up some tab real quick and pasted it into this thing. You know what? I always think of the best ideas after I do it. But you know what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put out a video soon. One of my the videos that you kind of see a lot where I talk about the song for 30 seconds and then I play a little bit of it. I'm going to do one for the weight as well soon, and I'll stick the tabs in there. So keep your eyes open for that. Yes, this is the weight. There's the first part. And then it goes like that. So then you move down to the 7th fret, barring the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. And you're going to hammer on to the 9th fret of the 4th string. You want these two strings to keep ringing out. Actually, I don't think, you know what, scratch that. Sorry, again, I just learned this intro this morning. Don't press down the 2nd string. Press down the 2nd string, just press down the 4th and 3rd string. So you go hammer on to the 9th fret of the 4th string, and then just the 7th fret of the 3rd and 4th string. So we've got that was a little wrong, sorry. That's how much we got so far. And then the last little bit before you go into the chord progression. Is that. So that's the 7th fret of the 5th and 4th string. Hi, Matthias, my really, really good friend who I haven't talked to in far too long is, I think, tuning in on Instagram. I hope you're doing well. I've been a ghost lately. So that's 7th fret, 4th and 5th string, and then hammer on to the 9th fret of the 5th string. So twice, second time hammer to the 9th fret of the 5th string, then take that finger off, and then 9th fret down on the 6th string. So quick review, we start with this little bar chord of the 9th fret. Put your middle finger on the 9th fret from the 4th string down, put your middle finger on the 10th fret of the 2nd string, hammer on from the 4th, on the 4th string from the 9th to 11th fret, and then play those two strings, the 3rd and 4th string, and then hammer on to the 9th fret of the 3rd string, and then hit that 2nd string, 10th fret, and then that little bit, and then sorry, tuning is standard tuning. Pulled into Nazareth, was feeling about half past dead. So then you go into the chord progression. Woo! Then you go into the chord progression. So we go A. So before I get into the chord progression, quick reminder once again. So that was the intro, sorry. So that was the whole intro to the weight. Hopefully that made sense. In retrospect, having the tabs posted probably would have been a pretty good idea. But in any event, I am going live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And I just want to continue to remind everybody that there are more in-depth tutorials of a lot of songs and techniques that I teach as a guitar teacher on my Patreon page, patreon.com/Anthony Parker and the NLE. And I'm really hopeful to move over the income generation that I'm creating from being reliant on Facebook and YouTube and views to Patreon subscribers and selling merch like my guitar instruction book, and even donations, which you can now do on my website. You can donate directly to me if you just like what I do and want to help support my channel. So yes, and then if you're on Instagram, you can become an Instagram subscriber. And instead of, you don't have to do Patreon, you can just subscribe on Instagram, and I'm cross-posting every exclusive thing I post on Patreon also to Instagram exclusive subscribers. All right, moving on. Let's go into the chord progression. So it's A, the first part, pulled into Nazareth, I was feeling about half past dead. That's A, C sharp minor. So C sharp minor, you're going to bar the 4th fret of the guitar. All strings but the top string, unless you want to make it a first inversion chord. C, and then make an A minor shape next to it. There's your C sharp minor. Then to D, and then back to A. And when you're on the A chord, play around with the little suspended 4 maneuver. I pulled into Nazareth, and the strum pattern is just kind of like, it's sort of a lazy improvisational strum pattern, but sort of the foundation is dun, do, dun, dun, dun. Just big strum, small strum, big strum, down, up. And by small strum, I simply mean a sort of accent hit, a sort of timing hit. And there's a little lazy swing going on. Pulled into Nazareth, I was feeling about half past dead. And then every like 4 chords, throw in a little extra down, up thing. Dun, dun, Nazareth, I was feeling just half past dead. See, just like that. A, C sharp, minor, D, back to A. Oh, mister, can you tell me where a man can find a bed? He just smiled and shook his head. No is all he said. Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Okay, so then you come into the chorus. So the chorus is A. The foundational strum or the foundational chords, the fundamental chords are A, E, D. But you can they get this little descending bass line. Take a load off. So if you want, you can play this. You can play E with a G sharp in the bass. Which actually, this is more of an E5, but this is a way you can play E with a G sharp in the bass. So what I'm doing here is I have my middle finger on the 4th fret of the 6th string. I'm muting the A string with that middle finger. I've got my first finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and then my 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and my pinky on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. This is not only is this this is when you get into sort of jazz theory, but this could be an E with a G sharp in the bass. It could also wait. Okay, never mind that. I'm blanking on what I was about to say. So let's just call it an E with a G sharp in the bass. So A, take a load. That chord I just taught you, E with the G sharp in the bass, and then D. Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny, and then to strum through that, just sort of go down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. That on the D. That's probably more consistent with what we were doing earlier. So down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Take a load off Fanny. Hey, all you guys on Instagram waving to me, how you doing? Take a load off Fanny, and you put the load right on me. Right, then you rest on the D chord. You hit that D and rest, and you put the load right on me. And that's when there's the turnaround. Now the turnaround seems to be one of these things that a lot of people play different ways. A lot of people play it different ways. So the way that I saw that I kind of liked is A to that E with a G sharp in the bass, and then an F sharp minor, or you could do an F sharp minor 7. Okay, F sharp minor, by the way, is you bar the whole entire second fret, and then you make an E minor shape with your your free third finger and pinky, and then you go to an E chord, and then you pardon me. And if you're doing an F minor 7, you go middle finger on the second fret of the 6th string, mute the 5th string, and then your third finger mashes down the 2nd fret of these 4th strings. That's the classic jazz way to make an F minor 7. F sharp minor 7, pardon me, F sharp minor 7. So, and then you go to E, and then D. So, then you put the load right on me. D. So then it's just sort of like down, down, up, 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 down. A, E with a G sharp of the bass, F sharp minor or F sharp minor 7, E, D. So there's that. So the chord, once again, the verse, A. I'll just sort of sing and chord my way through it. Pardon me. So A. Rode into Nazareth, C sharp minor 7, D. About half past dead, A. Where I could lay my head. And you repeat that. A to C sharp minor to D. And help me. Find the bed. Back to A. He just smiled and shook his head. No was all he said. And back to A, right? And then A, take a load. E with a G sharp in the bass. D, Fanny, take a load for free. A, E with a G sharp in the bass. D, then rest and you put the load right on me. And then, yeah, I think the rest of the song is just repeating. Just repeats. So, yeah, so that's... I don't like this high E string. My E string broke, and I changed it, and the only one I had was an electric guitar string, so I put a 9 on it, and I don't like it. It's not good. I'm telling you. I don't know if anybody's watching on Facebook right now, or this thing is just really slow at keeping up. But anyways, so that is, that is the dealio with the weight. So if anybody has any questions, now is the time. I will stop and I will take some questions. Shucks, I did not know you did live streams. Hey, Aldo, yes, I do live streams occasionally. I'm doing live streams more and more often. Patrick, how you doing, Patrick? Marzatel, Bill Butler, how's it going? Glad to hear you're watching. That's kind of scary. You're watching me. What's up, Instagram land? Yeah, a lot of people requesting to be in my live video. No. Over and over again requesting. No, I'm not letting people who I don't know into my live video. Hey, from Italy. Wow. Hey, Marco. How you doing? That's a good question. Off Annie or off Fanny? Now, all the lyrics say it's Fanny. And I'm curious, was I a Day on the Green 1974? Only if it was like, only if I was in my mommy's tummy, because I wasn't born until August 4th, 1974. I guess I look old. Thanks. I appreciate you making me feel even older than I am. But yes, is it Fanny? Hey, Santa Rosa, you don't live far from my neck of the woods. I'm in the Bay Area as well. How you doing, Ray Camarillo? So yeah. Hack Prine, I'm not letting anybody join my video. Sorry. Is it an accident that you keep asking? Anyways, oh, I see. Okay. So Fanny, yes. So it must say in the original lyrics that it's Fanny, because everywhere you read the lyrics it says Fanny, but he's like, take a load off Fanny. He doesn't go, you know, take a load off Fanny. He just goes, take a load off Fanny, right? So it could very well be Annie. I always thought it was Annie. I never knew it was Fanny until I read the lyrics. But maybe something about when he says Fanily, is that Fanily? Da, da, da. Maybe that's where he gives it away, that it's actually Fanny and not Annie. Or maybe it's just in the original lyric sheets for the song when the song first came out. Maybe it said Fanny. I don't know. Does anybody know? Hey, Lou, how you doing? 73 and still learning. Right on, man. Why should you ever stop? The day you stop learning is a sad day indeed. Because that's kind of the point, right? That's the fun, is learning new things and becoming better and figuring out a new thing. For me, what I've been working on here, I'll give you all a little sneak peek of what I've been working on. And we'll see who guesses first what it is. Who can guess what this is? Who can be the first to guess what song I'm about to play? Oh yeah, I guess I'm playing it right. This is the part I don't quite have right yet. But that's the part I don't. I have the first part down. That part, still working on. Yep. Oh, black water, keep on rolling, Mississippi Queen, gonna keep on shining on the black water. So yeah, that one's coming up. I'm working on that. That actually, it's probably going to be part of a big video. I'm working on a video that's a whole bunch of finger picking songs. Some of you saw me working on that in my last live. Kind of not a great. Not exactly the greatest way to do a go live. I wanted to try doing a live where I showed you guys my process of actually practicing, but what I found is that is not necessarily the greatest way to do a live. It doesn't quite work like I had hoped, if you know what I mean. So anyways, but yeah, I wanted to come on and celebrate the life of Robbie Robertson, by teaching the weight. And yeah, so anyway, if I don't see any more, I think I'm about done. So I'm not seeing any more. I was seeing some requests. I guess I could take a request if someone has a request, if I can play it. In the past, when I've done go lives, I've taken requests. Harvest Moon. I have done a tutorial for Never Going Back Again. I've done a just my type of video. Actually, the words. I did this whole song. Another request in my life. How did I do this? I had this worked out. Nah, I'm not gonna do that one right now. Let's see. My guitar's like, why do you keep messing with the tuning? Oh, speaking of which, I hear I see people are requesting songs that I need to play on this one. Of course, tuning the 12 string is a ginormous pain. And I haven't played this guitar in a while. All right. Someone was asking for, of course. sorry. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain, but can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? But do you think you can tell? Or did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, a cold comfort for change? Did you exchange a walk-on part in a war, a lead role in a cage? Someone just requested I play some Robbie Robertson. You came late. You missed it. I just did a whole tutorial on The Wait, the song The Wait. So many fun things you can play around with. Just sings on a C. Oh. He missed The Wait. How fun is it? Yeah, that's true. What is it? I don't even know it. So. And I've been smiling lately, thinking about the world as it is, and I believe it could be. Cat Stevens' voice is lower than mine. Yes, Cat Stevens is one of my favorites. Traveling Riverside Blues. So I really want to do a video on traveling Riverside Blues. I honestly do. I want to so bad. There's just one problem. Traveling Riverside Blues is on a 12-string guitar with an alternate tuning. A 12-string guitar with not just any alternate tuning, like almost every string is tuned different. So Traveling Riverside Blues is one of those songs where it's just like, great, if I'm going to do that song, I have to completely retune the entire guitar. Headache, headache, headache. lady, you've got the love I need. Maybe you're in love. Darling, 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 walk a line with me. There's so much, so much, so much. Many times I've known, many times been bitten, many times I've laid on the open road. Of course, I'm king at butchering lyrics, sorry. Thank you very much. I'm just doing little snippets. If I play an entire song, everyone's going to leave. Not only, you would have to do a tutorial just to illustrate the correct tuning before the song. Yeah, I know. Exactly, Bill. The guitar sound. Yes, this is a Breed Love. It's funny. I was on a, I thought I was in direct communication with a person from Breed Love, and they were talking about sending me a guitar, and they wanted to maybe even compensate me to do like a branded collaboration type deal. And when I finally put it out there, we back and forth. He was even saying, look at these guitars to maybe have one sent, and they never. I said, so let's talk. What's the let's talk about. Let's discuss price. And I never heard from him again. Got a Stevie Ray Vaughan request. Oh, hello there, my old friend. It wasn't so long ago, it was till the end. We played outside in the pouring rain. On our way up the road, we started over again. Living the dream with you on top. My mind is aching, oh Lord, it won't stop. That's how it happened, living life by the drop. Unfortunately, those are all the words I know from that one, Life by the Drop. And now I already forgot the opening. Of course, Stevie Ray is a wizard, Stevie Ray was a wizard at what he did. It was really, really insane. Like when you listen to Life by the Drop, his version, it's not his song. It was actually Doyle Bramall, his friend. But when you listen to his version of it, he is doing a very, very tricky timing on how he's playing. He's doing this. And he's choking off the sound at a very subtly difficult timing. Like I've tried it. The way he's doing it is masterful. The guy was insane. It's really... At the time, I wasn't that into him because I was mainly just focused on grunge. But man, the more I've learned these days about his playing, the more I realize what a just genius he was. I got a request from the Instagram land. Let's see if I can still do it. Can't really do it. I haven't played this in a while. haven't played this in so long. I did a video on it, and then someone asked me to do the song, and I tried to do it, and I can't do it. Peace Like a River by Paul Simon. I don't know that song off the top of my head, but I will give it a listen. And I think I'm about done, you guys. Yeah, I'm approaching almost. I'm approaching an hour on this live. So one more quick time, the intro. The band, Robbie Robertson, may he rest in peace. And yes, I do think I plan to do a video on the weight, an actual video where there'll be tabs, and you know, I don't know if I'll be able to fit the entire verse in the chords. In case you're all wondering, here, I'm going to tell one more little story. I'm going to tell you all one story about how I came up with this format, because I get a lot of people really happy about, really love the format of my videos, you know, where I tell a little backstory about the song, and then I play the song. I play a tiny bit of the song. Some people hate it. Some people say, you talk too much, you talk too much, you talk too much, just play the song, just play the song. Some people are like, God, you talked for 40 seconds and only played for 20, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's kind of by design. And I know it sounds crazy, but the ironic thing is that if all I did was played the songs, the vast majority of you would never have seen any of my videos. And the reason is because all of these algorithms for TikTok and Facebook and YouTube, they're not interested in musicians just playing a cover song. There are a zillion other videos of a musician just playing the cover song. Zillions of them. So you're just white noise you're just noise in a big vast pool of, you know, millions of other people playing a cover song when you just play the song, right? So what I discovered on TikTok is I would play an entire cover song and it would get, you know, 80 views, maybe 100 views. But then suddenly one day I made a video where I talked about the song for a few minutes. Not a few minutes. I talked about the song for 30 seconds, you know, said a few little things about it, and then played a tiny little bit of the song. Suddenly that video got thousands and thousands and thousands of views. So I came to the conclusion that, you know, that's just a lot better that's the way to get seen. And so I've been doing a lot of that. That's more what I do. That's how I created this concept of giving a little history about a famous song and then playing a little tiny bit of it instead of just playing the entire song, or even just the tutorials. I don't know. For me, the reason why I don't just do all tutorials where I talk about the song and then show you how to play it, first of all, because there's a minute-long videos. And I don't want necessarily to be thought of as the guitar teacher, rather as the guitar inspirer. My hope is that my goal is to get you to play the guitar, to pick up your guitar. You know, a teacher and I am a teacher, and that's what I do for a living. That's great. But my hope more is that I get you to play the guitar, and just giving you a tutorial, this is how you play the song, that's not necessarily going to work. For a lot of people, they don't want that. A lot of people don't want a step-by-step instruction. A lot of people just want to see you play it up close, and maybe if there's tabs there, that's helpful. That's what they want. Like for me personally, that's what I want when I'm learning a song. I just want to see them play it, and I want to see the tabs there to help me learn all the nuances. Okay, you guys, that is it for today. I am logging out. Thank you very much for you know,